Last class, we have learned animations and its different types. Today, we will learn transition effects in PowerPoint. What is animation? Animations are the movements applied to different objects like text, pictures in a slide. Individual objects like your name, your picture, we are giving some movements or motions to that name and picture. So that is called animation. Whereas transitions are motion effects that add movement to your slides. What is slide? Slide is the single page of a presentation. Like you have in Microsoft Word you have page, and in Microsoft Excel you have sheets. Here like that in PowerPoint a single page is called slide. So transition are the effects we are applying to a page, that means a slide, not to individual objects like pictures or name, and it is visible only during the slideshow view. So let's see how we can apply transition. For that, let's go to click on the transition tab. Then when we click on the transition tab, different transition effects are available in the ribbon, and more transition effects are available when you click on the down arrow, and from here you can select different transition effects. So let's apply one transition. For the first slide, I am applying a transition called curtain. From the window, I am selecting this curtain. This is the preview of that transition effect. For the second slide, I am applying another transition, that is aeroplane. This is the transition effect preview. Third one, I am giving another transition effect, that is vertex, that's a 3D transition effect. So this is that transition effect. For the fourth one, again I am giving another 3D transition effect, that is honeycomb. This is the, so before the slideshow you can view the transition effect by clicking on the preview button. So this is the transition effect. To completely visible, we have to click on the slideshow button, slideshow, then click on from beginning, and from current slide is there. I am here clicking from beginning. Now let's see. So this is the transition effect for the first slide, and when I click this is animation for the picture, and when again I click, this is the animation for the text. When I click, the next page appear with the transition effect aeroplane, and when I click, this text appear, this is animation. Again I am clicking, this is the second set of animation, and when I click, the third transition effect will appear. This is the vertex transition effect. There is no more animation here in this page, and for this is the honeycomb transition effect. And we can decide how long it should take to completely load that slide. So for that, there is an option called duration. Increasing and decreasing the duration time, we can increase the timing to load that particular slide. So here for the first slide, I am giving this is, here it is 6, I am changing that to 5 seconds. By clicking here, we can change the timing 5 seconds. And for the second slide, I am making it little more faster. Here it is 1.25. Let it be like that, 1.25. So it will load fast. Third slide, I am giving 4 seconds. Now let's see. It will take, first slide will take more time to load completely, whereas the second slide, it is little bit more faster than the first slide, 1 second only, and third slide it will be little more slow than the second slide. So let us see slideshow from beginning. It is taking 5 seconds to completely load that slide. So Now when I click, this is the animation effect. Here this is the animation effect for the text. When I click, this is the fast, that transition effect appear very fast. And this is the transition effect. This is the second transition animation effect for these two text. And for transition effect for the third slide is this one, that is vertex. So like this we can adjust the duration of the slide, and we can apply one particular transition effect to all the slides in the PowerPoint. For that we can select any transition effect from here, and here I am selecting which one I can select this one. Okay, and if I want for all these slides I want the same transition effect, so I can click on the apply to all. So if I see slideshow, you can see that slideshow from beginning, you can see that this is the transition effect for the first slide. This is animation, this is the transition effect, because we have given apply to all for all the slides. So for the third slide also the same transition effect. Like this we can change transition effect for all the slides in the in our presentation. You can give another one if you want, ripple. This is that transition effect. We can give apply to all, and we can select slideshow. Then you can view that from here, from beginning. This is the transition effect for the first. For the second, same transition effect. Clear? Now let's see. Till now we have to advance to the next slide using mouse click, but we can change that to appear all the slides automatically. For that you have to go to the advanced slide option here in the right side. So here you can see on mouse click, that is checked. If you click on that checked, if it is checked, by clicking on the mouse you can advance to the next slide. We can change that to some 1 or 2 seconds. Automatically we will keep on changing to the next slide. So for that I am deselecting that on mouse click, and I am checking this after, and I can change after 1 second or after 2 seconds. All the slides change automatically. So I am changing that to 2 seconds here. Let us see the apply to all. For all slides it should be apply. So apply to all, click on slideshow from beginning. So you can see this is transition effect, this is animation, and I am not clicking the mouse button. You can see automatically all the slides are appearing after 2 seconds. Like this we can give transition effect automatically. Is it clear? We can also apply sound effects to the transition. So for that click on the transition tab, then you will get right side here sound. Already it is selected, no sound option. Click on this arrow, then different sound options are available here. From here you can select any one option. So for the first slide I am selecting the sound of drum roll. Then for the second one I am selecting sound of which one, camera. Now let's see the slideshow from beginning. Now you can see the drum roll, and for the second slide you can see the camera sound. And here Also, in some situation that proper sounds are not available here, so we can select sound from the other sound option. So for this slide I want to apply a sound of a cat. So I am clicking here other sound, and I have already downloaded one sound in the desktop. So here cat sound. Okay, now you can hear that sound. Slideshow time. From current slide, I am selecting current slide. You can hear that cat sound. That cat sound only once you can hear. If you want to continue that slide till that slide appear on the screen, so for that you can select sound. For this one, sound, cat sound, and select this loop until next sound. So it will continue till the next sound comes, it will continue. So I am clicking on the loop, and you can see the slideshow from current slide. So it will continue, that sound will continue till that slide exists on the screen. Sometimes text is insufficient to convey a message in PowerPoint. In such cases, we can add videos and audios to the presentation, that is adding media clips. Let us learn how to add media clips to the presentation. For that, I am inserting a new slide here. Here I am inserting a new slide using Ctrl M shortcut key, and click on the Insert tab. On the right side, you will get the media group. From the group, you can see video, audio, and screen recording options. Here I am selecting to insert an audio. I am selecting audio, and two other options are available here. Record audio. From using your microphone, you can record your sound, or audio on the My PC. From the system, you can insert audio. So here I am selecting this audio on my PC. I have already downloaded one sound here. So that song, cat song, insert. Now you can listen to that music. You can see one volume speaker icon here, that you can move to some other place, and during the slideshow, that music audio you can listen from current slide. When you click on that, or automatically also you can set, when you click on that, audio will play. In the same way, we can insert audio to the presentation. So for that, again click on Insert, Media Group, click on Video. Then when you click on the video, you will get two options, online videos and video on my PC. Online video means you can download video from the net. Here I am selecting this video on my PC. From this, I have already downloaded one video. So from there, I am selecting this video, insert. Now you can increase the size. If you want, you can increase the size of the video to full screen, or you can decrease the size. Go to the slideshow. Now you can see from current slide. So like this, you can insert video to your presentation. Now let's learn action buttons. Action button allows us to control the sequencing of the slides in a slideshow. So action button is nothing but it is a shape. So for getting the action button, click on the insert tab, then from the shapes group click on shapes, down arrow, go bottom of that shapes group. Here you can see different action buttons. When you move the mouse over to a particular button, you can view the name, go back to or previous. Next one, you can see action button, go forward or next. Like that you can view the names when you move the mouse over that. And let us see how we can insert action button and control the flow. So for that I am first selecting this one, that is the previous one. As we are inserting a shape, we have to click and drag that shape. So you will get the shape. When you release the mouse button, you will get a pop-up window like this. Here you can see two tabs. They are mouse click and mouse over. What is the difference between mouse click and mouse over? Mouse click means when you click on that button, only then that it will the action will take place. And mouse over means even though you are just to move the mouse over to that button, that time that will trigger the action. So let's first see mouse click. And here you can see hyperlink to, that radio button is selected now. Go to that box, down arrow. Here lot of different options are there. Here I am selecting go to the previous slide. So here previous slide means this is the slide where we are setting this action button. Previous slide means this one, first slide. So let us click OK, and now let us select the slideshow from beginning. And now let's see the second slide. This is the second slide and you can see the action button here. I am clicking on that, it again goes back to that first slide. Like this we can set the action button. Now let us see what is mouse over. So again I am clicking on the insert button, shapes, selecting that, go to the action button and selecting that second one, that is next button. So here I am inserting next, go to the next option, select mouse over and hyperlink to here next slide, that's okay. Now I am clicking OK, and when I start the slideshow from beginning, you can see that when this is the second slide, when I just move the mouse over to that button, that time the next slide start to appear. Already I set the time for this one is 10 seconds or 8 seconds. Before that, when I move the mouse over to that time it started. And action button is nothing but it is a shape. So we can format the shape, we can change the color or format that shape by changing the shape and everything. So I am changing the color to this some solid fill color. So here I am giving a green color. Now you can set that one, and here for this one also I am setting format color. I can gradient color I am selecting. So some other color I will select some other color like this red one. Like this I can change the color of the action button. Now not only for this action button, ordinary shapes we can apply link. So for that, go to insert button and select the, you can go to the insert button for adding the ordinary shape. Click on insert and you can select the shapes from the ribbon. You can select shapes group from the ribbon. You have to select the shapes group from the ribbon. So click on the shapes group. From the shapes group, you can select any shape. Here I am selecting down arrow to take us to the last slide. So down arrow, then you can format this also, but now I am not doing that. You can set hyperlink to this shape. Go to the insert again from the links group, click on the action, then this pop-up menu will appear. In the pop-up window, you can see two tabs, mouse click and mouse over. Mouse click I am selecting. Now I am selecting the hyperlink. From the hyperlink, in that box I am selecting to the last slide option I am selecting. So here I am selecting last slide. Last slide I am selecting now and click OK. Then let us see the slideshow from beginning. Click on this button, it will take us to this is the end of the show. And let us not only to the shape, but we can give the action button to the text also. Let us see how to insert action button to the text. For that I am selecting the second slide here, and here I am typing a text. For that, insert text box, drawing the text box and typing a text. Here I am typing text home. You can change color or font by selecting that text. Here I am changing the color. You can change the font also, but now I am not changing that. Now select that and go to the insert tab. Go to the action from the links group. From the pop-up window, select hyperlink and select first slide. Click OK. Now let us see the slideshow. From the beginning, this is the first slide. In the second slide, when I click on the home button, you can see it take us to the first slide. This is the first slide. Now let's learn how to create an interactive quiz in PowerPoint. Let's start. So for that, first we have to open PowerPoint and take a slide. Any slide pattern you can select. Here I have selected this one, and here first slide is the title slide. So here I can insert text box and text. Here I am inserting title, that is quiz. Quiz I am typing and I am aligning that to center. You can color that, or you can select any other font, but now I am not selecting all that. This is the title slide, and for the second slide I can type the question. So here I am again inserting another text box and I am typing question. I am typing who invented internet. That's the question. Who invented the internet? Internet. Yes, spelling correct. Question mark you can give. Question number you can give. This is the first question. Today I am creating only one question. You can try more than that. Question number 1. Let me increase the size of the text box so that it will. Okay, now okay. And this is the first question. Now we can create answer options for this question. Usually we will give 4 answers. So 4 buttons let us create. For that I am clicking on the insert tab, then click on the shapes group. Any shape, ordinary shape, not action button. Here I am selecting oval shape, and here this is you can change the color, but I am not going to change the color and all. Now you can take 4 buttons we need. So I am taking copy of that same button, and now I am moving that first one here, second one here, and the fourth one to here. So these are the 4 buttons. We can insert text also. So for that, first one A, second one edit text B, third one edit text C. Here also I am giving the D. Now we have to give the answer. So let us again select insert and text box. Draw that text box here, and I am typing the text here. First I am giving Charles Babbage. So Charles Babbage, here I am typing Charles Babbage, B-A-B-B-A-G-E, Babbage, C-H-I, Charles Babbage, correct. And I am taking the copy of this text box, pasting that one text box here. I am just moving that to here. Again I am pasting one more, and I am moving that to the C option. One more text box I am pasting, and that I am copying to here. Now let us change the answer. Here I am changing that to Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee. And here I am changing, giving another answer, another one, some Edward Timothy, and the last one I am giving the answer as Bill Gates. Let us give Bill Gates. Okay. Now among these four options, only one answer is correct. So we have to set that one as the second one is the correct answer here in this case. So for this button we have to create a link to the correct answer. Then when you click on this button, it will take us to that correct answer slide. All other options A, C, D, all these are wrong answer. So it should take us to the another slide showing wrong answer. The correct answer is Tim Berners-Lee. Like that you have to go. So here we are taking that only that to that slides only. So first let us create for the correct answer. Let us create a hyperlink. So for that, insert, select that button, insert, and click on the action. Here select the hyperlink option, radio button, and from the options you have to select slide. Here we have to go to the third slide. Okay, third slide is for the correct answer. Okay, and now I am changing that third slide. I am inserting another text box and I am typing congratulations. This is the correct slide for the correct answer. So I am typing here congratulations. Font I am changing. So congratulations, I am typing congratulations. Okay, you can give here you can play sound, or you can some other font. That all we have learned how to create transition time. You can give sound when we enter into this slide. You can give applause. So this is the third slide. And for other answers A, C, D, for these buttons we have to create hyperlink to the wrong answer. So select that one and again go to the insert tab and select action button. Here from that ribbon, here go to the hyperlink. Now you can select that slide, and this is the 1, 2, 3 third slide. So select that third slide, fourth slide. 1, 2, 3, 4 wrong answer. So this is the fourth slide. Okay, click OK, and here OK. And for the fourth slide I am inserting text box. You can try again. That text I am giving here is you can try again. Sorry, comma, you can try again. Okay, you can try again. So this is the fourth slide for the wrong answer. So now let us create a hyperlink for the C and D, same way for the wrong answer. This is also wrong answer. So select that In the same way, you can create insert and action. You have to click on the hyperlink, and here you have to go to the slide number 4. Okay, make sure that is wrong answer. Okay, and for the D also you have to insert action, so hyperlink and select slide 4. Okay, click OK. Now let us see the slideshow. So for that slideshow, from beginning and quiz, this is the quiz. First one, first slide, who invented internet? Here answer first one is wrong. I am selecting this first B, option B button. Congratulations. Here when we enter into the slide, you can using the transition and play sound option. You can play sound. Now I am not using that sound and all. Here you can, I am making a slight change here or by mistake one. Okay. Now let us go to the slideshow from beginning. Who invented internet? Suppose I am clicking on the A button, then it will take us to the 4th slide, that is wrong answer slide. Sorry, you can try again. Like this, C and D also will work like same way. Now let's see, if I want to go from here, congratulations, from this slide, and I am showing this, I want to move back to the question slide, so or to the master slide. So here I can type a text, home, back, either home or back, whatever text you want you can give. So I am giving back text. I am typing that we have learned how to create text. I am giving BACK. Now I want to give a hypertext to this word. So insert, again go to the action, and we want to, when I click on this back button, I want to move to this slide here. So I am selecting hyperlink and click on this arrow. This is the second slide, so I am selecting second slide. This is the slide for the back button. Okay, click OK. In the same way, I am creating another button for this one, that also a back button, text box, back, BACK, back. Select that, insert, action. Now hyperlink to the slide, second slide. Okay. Now let's see the slideshow by clicking on the slideshow button. Okay, from beginning. Now this is quiz. I'm clicking on the correct answer, Tim Berners-Lee. Click on the back. Okay, then it will take us to the first previous slide. That is, previous means last slide for that question slide. Like this, we can set hyperlink and we can create more questions and a complete quiz like this. I hope it is clear for you. There is question in the exercise in the textbook. You can do that. All of you try the practicals at home using your laptop or desktop. Then only it will be clear. Read the textbook and find out the answers. Next class, I will send through the ECMS notes, I will send the question answers by next Monday. So all of you, before that, you find out the answers and cross check the answers and copy that to your notebook. By that, let us wind up this session.